it's not as much of a risk trade as the yen won.
The yuan versus the rupee.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. Are you also more positive on the yen? You think that's a safe haven currency right now in this environment?
Well, I think we spoke about it together on this program a while back that what happened to the yen in August was a really important event for Asian markets. And both the Ministry of Finance and the BOJ have been very clear and that there's a line, and we haven't seen that line since. And so we're not currency traders, but we would also be more predisposed to being essentially a buyer of the yen from here, looking forward. But I think there's a really important implication for other Asian risk assets from there. I think it's been the weakness in the yen that's been the biggest risk for other EM currencies, and including the won actually. Right, the yen has been pulling the won lower already for the last few years, and last two at least, and the same goes for all other Asian currencies, including the RMB actually, right? I mean, the RMB is actually remarkably stable against its own trading partners over the last few years. RMB volatility is down dramatically against its own trading partners, which is partially of sort of China's objective in managing its currency. And so a lower yen gives policy options to the rest of Asia. So from an equity investor point of view, a slightly more stronger yen gives policy space for both rates and fiscal across Asia, and that's how we're sort of currently positioning.
Yeah, okay.
That's part of the reason why we like to pair the yen against the won, because the won's going to be facing any weakness in the yen as well, in addition to everything else.
Great conversation, guys. You're not off the hook, but we're going to let you go now. Chidu, thank you so much for your time. Chidu Narayanan of Wells Fargo Security. Florian, as I say, is staying with us, but thank you for this conversation. Japanese GDP coming in stronger than expected last quarter.